back in September. The Cowboys lost a thriller in their first matchup against the Eagles. Can Philadelphia sweep the series? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. From the 27, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. These 2 teams have met earlier in the season in Philly, with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Prescott on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. They'll run at Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Michael Brockers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Prescott to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
1st down, Prescott. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Prescott
swinging this out for Pollard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
They go play action with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd down at 4.
They'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And as they approach halftime, it's the football team who have the lead in that one. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown reception. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Oh, the return, Boston Scott. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Sanders.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing, Prescott.
That's into the crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. It gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Sanders.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia defense now as they head back onto the field.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. That they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
65 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This ball complete to Rager.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. And quickly finding Rager.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Prescott now. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
Prescott from the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 11, 43 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. To throw, Prescott. He's got Elliott. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. He's going to let it fly. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.